Htp family, we're going to be doing something interesting. Alright, I'm just playing. We're going to do some data entry because we're going to be talking about progressing as a race. So, here's what we're going to do. Alright, hold on a second. Let me mute myself. Mic check is good. Let me turn up this volume just in case, the brothers want to chime in. And, yeah, we're going to do some data entry. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And if you want to help out, you can just click the link in the description and you're free to comment on any page. So here's what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. Let me make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's a progress for the race. It's a nominal title. What we're going to do is we're going to have a handful of what do you call them, countries, and I excluded some of them, but we're gonna just break down, put a population density, and GDP per capita. This is nominal GDP per capita, by the way. See, I put a comment there, and then afterward, maybe eventually I could fill out these other stuff, but none of these is really you're gonna get from Wikipedia. So we're just gonna do the basic, boring ass thing. And by the way, some people might not know this, but apparently somebody wrote that I guess it depends on what time zone you're in, but it looks like it's Independence Day for Nigeria tomorrow or today. It depends on if you're in October 1st right now or not. Is that the case, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, and I was thinking that, real talk, if we're trying to advance as a people, one of the best forms of propaganda, right? Because right now everybody's looking up. So I put the Independence Day for each of these countries, right? The reason why is because I think that's the main time to discuss that country. Because when people like to release a video about that country and all that. So technically, for each country, I would want to see whether they. I want to know their population, but that's not too important. Their population density, that's pretty important because it tells us, whether we can go there or not. You see, Barbados is 660 population density, whereas someplace like right here, Central African Republic is only 7.1. But of course Barbados is only 290,000 people, and the Central African Republic is 4.6 million people. So it's a lot more. You also see how GDP per capita kind of increases the lower population you got, obviously. But like you want to also see something like African-centered education. Obviously, this is just me kind of trolling. I know there's not too many people who are going to be readers of the Book of Power. But you also want to know the most radical organization in each country, and also, who are the international ancestors to respect, so that this would be like a handbook in a sense of when you're engaging these countries. You know what the organizations are, who are the ancestors, and of course, who are the leaders of these organizations, are the most radical organization there. So that's what I want to say. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be kind of boring, but hopefully you guys keep me some company, and that would be if you log onto the Discord. Oh snap! My man PC abandoned me. Well, it looks like I wonder who else is gonna abandon me. But let's see. Bitter Medicine asked, why just those countries? I just wanted 52. Just wanted 52 for every week. Every week in the year. Alright, so let's do this. Comoros. So Comoros, we're going to look up Comoros. It is mostly Afro-Arabs. So I don't even know if I should even include this country, but we're just going to keep it up. It's Independence Day. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I can't do. So it looks like it might be July 6th. Maybe because it's independence from France. So we'll just say July 6th, 1975. Or I'm going to say 2020. So July 6th. And we know that's 7/6/2020. And then we're going to go through, put down. So this is what data entry looks like. It's not interesting. 850,000. So we're going to put 850,000. 850,000. And this is pretty much the gist of it, It's boring stuff, but, you keep me company. And, and we could 457 per kilometer square. So you don't want to be too accurate with the.
I got it, buddy.
You said you bet. You don't want to be too. Exactly. You don't want to be too accurate when it comes to the population figure because it's like an estimate. It's an estimate on top of being from like an earlier year. So you want to look at nominal instead of PPP. So nominal is 1,349. See, the PPP is a lot of times going to be higher, which is going to be the purchasing power. But this is really what it is, and this kind of tells you how much your money will stretch in Africa. You know, it tells you that if per year each person gets about $1,000, it tells you that your money's going to stretch far. Now, of course, this right here is going to tell you that even though they only make $1,000, it's like they have $2,000. It's like they have $3,000 worth of stuff. But you wanna just go by the nominal so that you could compare it to your nominal, and it's just an easier comparison, I think, to get the lower number, 1,349. But yeah, it's not the most exciting thing to do. And see, this right here, this is revenue. So what I would say is this: if you want to help out, what you can do is you can comment the answer before I get to it, so that I don't have to look it up. But otherwise, Comoros, and then let's see Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire. Okay. And this is pretty much how I'm gonna spend my 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 weekend. August 7th. Hold on a second. August 7th. So that's 8-7. So like I said, you wanna engage these countries on this note. So the population is 26 million. So you say 26,400,000. Oh, sorry. 26,400,000. And then population density is going to be 63.9. I keep going to the wrong page. 63.9. And then GDP per capita is 2,286. Alright, so Djibouti now. I mean, I'll probably make this a little shorter, just because, just to show you what it looks like to do this kind of stuff. So independence from France would be June 27th. So 6/27. And this is like the less glamorous part of organizing. The less glamorous part of. But see, look, this is mostly Somalis, which is pretty interesting because I kind of like took off. I took Somalia off. 921,000. Mostly. I'll say 922,000 because you want to just round it. You just want to round it. 922,000. You want 3 digits, kind of, and then to round it. Let's see. Population density, and that's just to make it standard. Let's see, 37.2. Let's see, 37.2. And then GDP per capita in US dollars is about $2,000.84. No, 2,084. Oh, let's see. Alright, so let's go to DR Congo. Of course, I spell it with the K usually, but let's see right here. Democratic Republic of Congo. They were independence from Belgium would be June 30th. June 30th, 1960. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying about. Because I mean, the brother was saying that I should do the data scraping, but you see how it's really like an intelligent data set. Well, like for instance, you got to look at, like, here's what you would do. You would inspect the element if you were to, and then you can kind of see, yeah, look at that, merge row class. Yeah, it's not even beginning to, like, this would not be easy to scrape, to be honest. Well, not for me at least, because you're trying to find the independence right here, and then you got to find, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother. It's just too complicated. So I would just do that. Let's see. Data scraping. Population. 101 million. That's a lot. What country is it? 102 million. 102 million. Alright, 102 million. Population density of 39.19. I mean, I technically could have said 0.2. But look at this. GDP per capita is only $500. Like, you already know your money will be longer somewhere like that. You know? Anyway. So I think I could probably just replace this with Egypt. See, sometimes you want to search if you can't. Let's see. Egypt independence from the United Kingdom was in 28 February. February 28th. So again, you know that every country is going to be celebrating its Independence Day. So you know the people are going to be searching for material and content on that day. So what you want to do is you want to just have it, like, be ready for that. Oh, look at that nice density, 100, and then Egypt. So you'd expect it to be lower, to be honest, but look at that, and look at that look at that purchasing power. See, that's also interesting name, because you see that their money is worth a lot over where they are. So I kind of wish I could go through the data and just add the PPP as well, just for comparison, because that's actually a really impressive. That's a really impressive jump. Well, let's see. Plus 3,407. 3,000. So Equatorial Guinea is the next one. Let's see, what's the Independence Day? Independence from Spain, which was October 12th. Equatorial Guinea, 1,308,000. No, 1,031,000. Was that the right number? No, it's 308. Equatorial Guinea, we're going to get a population density. And look at that, they don't have a population density. So the way how you do population density is obviously you take this number and divide it by this number. I'll have to pull out my calculator though. Before that though, oh my gosh, that's a high GDP per capita over here. Equatorial Guinea got a high. Where is Guinea? Where is this? It's in Africa too. That's right. I mean, it's high for Africa. It's not really high, but it's high for Africa. See, it's a. Hold on. Anyway, $9,000. 9,141. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my calculator. Alright, so let's do the calculator thing. So what we want to do is 1,308,000, no, 310,000 divided by 28,000, 8,050. So it's gonna be 46.7. I hope I did that right, but if I didn't, that's whatever. Well, what I should do is I should probably check.
Make sure I do the derivative.
What are you talking about, my dude? What? He said the derivative. Anyway, yeah. Let me check and see if Egypt is the same. Let's see. Yeah, it's about the same. Cause see, it rounded up to 100, whereas it was 100. It was like 1,000,001. Yeah. So it probably would work. Dan, you back already? I thought you was oh no, you got it again. All right.
Said what?
I thought you back already. Eswatini.
I'm about to leave.
Huh?
I could leave.
Shit, I feel like leaving, man. This is boring. Nah, I'm for real about to leave soon. Well, not too soon, but I'm probably gonna get a little more work done. September 6th. Let's see. So Eswatini. I mean, there's a lot you could learn from this stuff, you know. And it's nice and intimate. But you see what I'm saying about the data scraping, though, right? Or you missed that part?
What you talking about?
Oh yeah. Like basically, like when you inspect the elements, it's not really straightforward. Like, oh, I want to pull this out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you gotta like you have to edit and format it, do whatever you do.
now I'm saying like, the thing with this is that on top of the like for instance, it says independence from the United Kingdom granted in this date, United Nations membership this date, country constitution this date. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's really not like straightforward and clean, like the example that they were given. The example that they were given, it was like, oh, we just like it was perfectly like it was well formatted. This is kind of, you know, a lot of extra information that's not going to be something you could scrape in the same way. Well, not some of the stuff like independence dates is not going to be like maybe population, but maybe not even because even the last one didn't have the population density, you know. But it's whatever. Like you learn quite a bit though looking at this data stuff, you know. From in Africa. Like a lot of them, I kind of wish I had the stupid thing though. Like I wish I had what you call the shit. What am I saying? I wish I had damn, I don't even know. This shit just got me.
Go ahead, sound it out. Sound it out.
Yeah, I know, right? Like a kid, right? What do you want? I know you don't like my kid voice. Oh no, because I wish I had put the GDP nominal and the GDP PPP. Okay, I only put the GDP nominal because I was like that's probably the better index. But the thing is that the PPP, which would be the purchasing power, I think it's parity or something. Yeah, purchasing power parity. What that does is that kind of tells you, like how much their money is worth. You know. Like how pretty much how inexpensive things are around there. You know what I mean? Like basically like for this country, for instance, Eswatini, they're saying that the nominal GDP per capita is $4,146, but the PPP, the purchasing power for that $4,000 is about $11,000. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of tells you that like they can still get a lot of stuff, you know, like whereas they might not have
like
money.
You have U.S. dollars here, and you go to another country where the exchange rate is larger ratio. Then your dollar, you have more purchasing power there with less dollars.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like that's the thing though. It's like that's good information too, if we're talking about nation building. You know, mainly to know like how the people are doing and how well off they are and where the fuck like what's going oh yeah and all that kind of jazz. So yo, what is going on? What did I just put in? Did I just put this thing in the wrong slot? Yo man, I'm telling you, I'm done with this shit. I'm done, bruh. No. 4,000. Yeah, okay, Eswatini. Oh no, okay, so I already did Ethiopia apparently. I just realized. Okay, so Ethiopia, I just need to put down its independence there.
Why don't you go to the World Factbook to get all those countries and scrape them there? And
oh yeah, that'll probably be a lot easier.
Most of the work that you'll end up having to do is just clean it.
Clean the scrape? Yeah, the scrape thing is it's actually way more complicated for like if I'm doing it over the phone. I mean, if I'm doing it like I'd have to like legit. Oh snap! Ethiopia?
Phone?
No, not phone. I meant like I would have to legit learn. Like I would have to legit walk through the whole process of inspecting the element and blah blah blah. But it is pretty good. it just be like I couldn't do it now because obviously I would think. And like I said, what this thing is that even though it seems like even though it's tedious, what you do is that when you input the data yourself, you kind of see the outliers, you kind of see the patterns, you kind of see so like it makes, like, for instance, like when you put in Barbados has a GDP per capita of $18,000, it's like it stands out more than if you just put it on a table, I mean, obviously you could always.
Well, if you scrape it and you have all those data points, once you clean it, you can then run different statistical modeling, or regressional models or whatever you want to do, or data visualization, and then you can see those differences there.
Yeah, I mean, I get you. I mean, I feel you. I mean, like, you're right, but like, who cares? No, I'm joking. He's like, man, you can just do, like, there's the easy way, like there's the smart way.
I'm saying, like, it sounds like a few steps, but it takes time. Like, it takes a long time to do it. But
yeah, exactly. There's the smart way, and that's the way you want to do it. But gee.
No, I'm not saying my way is easier. I'm just saying I feel like that my way would be more efficient, and you can it's more flexible what you can do with that data then.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
In my opinion.
No, I agree with you, man. It's just like I don't want to be learning that thing. Because the thing is this, like I said, I'm trying to do, because even if I learned that, the reality is that all I would need for that is this stuff. But then there's other stuff like the revenue and the budget. Like you're not gonna get that, And then I also have this other thing right here. I made it up, the African-centered education index. Obviously I made up this one, the readers of the Book of Power. That's gonna be 0.
I'm curious, how are you gonna? So what?
It's gonna be 0 for all of that.
Predictors or what features are you using for that index?
Yeah, so that's
index.
So for this one, I just made it up just 2 seconds ago, which was if they get a point, like they start off with a 1 point, right? If they have a major African university, they get another point. If their African language is major, either in that university or just general, then they get another point. If they have an African-based curriculum at the primary level, that's another point. And of course, if they have an African spiritual system at greater than 10% of the population, that's another point. So I'm just going to do like a 5-point system. And
okay. So which ones is there a certain weight to each feature, or
no? You just get a point.
Equally?
Yeah, you just get a point. It's up to 5 points. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, if you have one major African university, you get a point. Because I figure that a lot of these countries don't have major universities, but they might. You know what I'm saying? But like,
so at least one.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Just one. Okay.
If you have at least one, you get a point. Because I realized too, like, if we were trying to radicalize the population, like operating by the university or near the universities might be like a good move. Like that's something that you might want to know.
Well, that would be your base for all the youth. Yeah. I would say.
Exactly. And then like here, most radical organization, like you're not gonna get that on the World Bank. You know what I mean? And the thing is that I feel like that's something that we should know. Like if I told you Angola, do you know any organizations there? You know? And then how about this? And then the other one is the international ancestors. Like who's an ancestor from Angola besides from Nzinga? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Did you just run away? Like what?
Nah.
What? I heard footsteps, man. What was that? Like, what was that? I was like, who's an ancestor in Angola?
I put in my earbuds.
Oh, you put in your earbuds? Yeah, and then look at it. Yeah. So it's like these are the stuff that I realized that you're not gonna be able to scrape, Okay. But it's like something that you want people to know this stuff, because it's like I want to like right now if I'm celebrating Nigeria's independence, right? What are the radical organizations in Nigeria? And see, because the thing is this too is that you want.
Young.
Yeah, exactly, right. And the thing is that you want to when it comes to radical organization too, what you want to do is that you want your organization to be the most radical in every one of these countries. You get what I'm saying? So technically, when you name an organization, that's like you want to do better than them, in a sense. But if you don't, then all the same, like you want that organization. So actually, Afyong's organization might be the most radical in. I don't know if it's in Nigeria though. I think it's in Ghana, but I'm not too sure. I know she's Nigerian, but I think her organization's in Ghana. But like you're supposed to know this stuff. Like the fact that we don't even know like anything about like real talk, like when we talk about the continent, we really don't know much about it. You know? In terms of important things.
Well, I'm thinking for you in this, could you potentially, like for each of those indicators you were talking about, and let's say you fill out the data sheet or the data frame, whatever, could you run or set up a regressional model where you just input those features and then you can then rank the significance of, well, no, I take that back. I take that, well, let me think. I'm trying to think of a way that you could just have those features up, run a regressional model, so then it can rank each country that way for you. But your response would have to be the country then. Maybe a specific country.
Man, yo, you talking about now?
Man, fuck it, whatever.
What did you even say though, man? The country? No, what I was gonna do is I'm going to. Well, what I plan on doing was, well, I don't know about the organization part, but for each of these, I want to kind of make an index, you know, so that, like, I want to make a numerical. I want to give a numerical rating to each of these things in order that eventually I can compile it so that they can rank.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay, I see what. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I was thinking like you would just like do it your own way, and then you have like a column where it's like I guess the rating of the, I don't know, let's say Pan-African index or something like that.
Exactly.
And for each country, just have it there, but you already calculate it on your own, like the rating for each country. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I would put a number for each thing on the side, and then you know have a whole column that adds up those, you know, divides it by the amount of columns, and then from there I could like rate it. You know, I could run it. You know, I could rate it pretty much, and then probably even make a numerical indicator, you know, to show who's number one, who's number two, number three, so on and so forth. Look at this right here, Ghana. I mean, I know you can't see it, but like Ghana shows traditional faiths at 6.2%. So technically, if I was just gonna go by the 10% thing, it wouldn't even qualify for 10%. I don't know if any country has 10% though, but I mean maybe it does. Maybe there is one. But
I was thinking it would be interesting to see if you had like, so you already calculate everything, and then you run a model that you can then rank and find out what the response variable. Yes, your response variable is the Pan-African index, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can then find out which specific predictors or indicators or features that you have, the labels, which ones are the most significant in contributing to that, to the highest response or contributing to the effect of the Pan-African index.
Oh, so which one's contributing the most for each country?
Yeah, like so, let's say you have like GDP, major spiritual system, type of economy, agriculture, all that other stuff.
Uh-huh.
And with that index as your response variable, when you add them all together in your regression model, you can then check what significance level each of those labels you have, like GDP, etc. And you can see which ones out of all the features that you've laid out contribute the most or are most significant in influencing the effects of that Pan-African index.
For each country, you said? Well, I was gonna weigh them
for each country, but
I was gonna weigh them
for all those features.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna weigh them. I was gonna put everything. I was gonna put everything on a grade 5 level. You know, like on a 5-point scale, so that if it's on a 5-point scale, like I feel like they're all gonna evenly contribute. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna all like yeah. Speaking of which, look at this right here. This is another one that I was saying about. So like the independence for Ghana is the Dominion is 6th of March, but the Republic is the 1st of July. You know, so like there's just so much going on. Like it's just like it's almost like it has to be grunt work. You know, and the unfortunate thing is that like you would wish that our people already did this stuff.
I mean, have you checked? Maybe the African Union has a database or something. Let me shut up. Probably not.
Yeah, right? Shit.
I saw a toss and then I realized who had that. I know how we are, so the niggas ain't got that shit.
Yeah, bruh. Anyway.
I forgot you broadcasting.
Am I broadcasting? Let me see how many people. No, I'm joking. I know I'm broadcasting. Let me see how many. Sandata. Oh, I know Sandata. You know Sandata.
My bad, everybody. I didn't mean that.
You know Sandata. Remember Sandata, right?
Was it the Mali, Senegal, something like that?
You don't remember who that is?
Nah.
That's your boy, man. That's your boy. That's your boy.
My boy. Who the hell is that?
Dang, yo, he listening in live, man. Yo, let me show him some love.
Wait, who is it?
I said, let me show him some love.
No, I'm saying, who is Sonata? I'm lost.
Dang, man, show.
Oh shit, what's happening, Black? My bad.
Oh my god, let me show him some love. Yeah, anyway. I don't know who that is. Yo, a lot of these countries are mad African, yo. Oh, snap. This is, what country is this? Oh, Grenada. Oh, Grenada's in the Caribbean islands. So, yeah. So, independence from UK is February 7th. I'll tell you, man, this shit is boring. I'm gonna cut it off soon, don't worry.
Well, let's say for one of the columns of data that you have, for, let's say, the number of African-centered institutions like schooling, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they have more than one. Let's say, I don't know, let's say Ghana has like 5 or whatever, right? Another country has like 3 or 1 or 0 or whatever. With other data points that you're talking about, what you can do specifically, like I've been trying to tell you, run a regression model system, or just a regression model, where you have your response being that indicator, right? Your response is going to be the number of African schools, or African-centered schools, right?
Okay.
And you can fill in like all of the indicators just to see what's going to happen. Then from there you can pinpoint, pick whichever ones that you feel are best to explain or to fit the data that you have. And that way you can figure out, okay, well, if these specific features, whether GDP, et cetera, are affecting the response of the African-centered schools, you can then specify and pinpoint areas that need improvement, that you can go into and then help for nation building.
Oh, you mean improvement for the country or improvement for the data chart?
No, for the country. That's what the data can help you to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like real talk, I just put that university thing just for like just so I could do a 4-point scale, Like, cause I mean, I realize that if they have more universities, it might be better. But the thing is that, like, real talk, like you ain't got no access to these universities anyway.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
I'm saying it helps to like start out, okay, your plan of action or your mode of operation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like everybody's gonna approach it differently. Like I feel like if you just have, like, if they just have one university, like, the reality is that even if you had like 20 universities, you ain't gonna be working on no 20 universities. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand that. I'm saying that.
Oh yeah, really was.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say though. I'm not explaining
the regression model. Of course I don't know, man. You be using some big ass words for no damn reason. You think anybody?
Okay, well
this dude be talking about.
Is that better classification?
This dude be regression model. Like, I don't know what that is.
Bro, this is what I be doing like all the time. My bad. My research.
Yo, he be like, hey man, you just use a regression model. Like, I don't know what a regression sound depressing. Like, I don't know if that's what it is. Like, people be thinking that
you know what linear regression is?
No, man. Like, no.
What? A line, bro. What is this?
Linear regression is a line. Linear regression.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I don't see what you're doing.
MX plus B? Bro, come on, man.
Alright. I don't know what that got to do with this chart, though. I mean, with this table.
I'm saying that when you lay regression on it, using the data.
This dude be using big words. Bruh, you gotta know how to dumb down your language.
Right,
You just.
Wait a minute, let me think it through. Shit. I'm
Dang,
used to talking to other people.
You used to talking to other people. No, you ain't.
Yeah.
No, you ain't, man. Oh, you used to talk to. Yeah, okay. You was talking to your damn self, man. Talk about you used it. I know you ain't, man. Anyway, that was funny. No, I'm joking. Oh, dang, Guyana mostly Indian people. I didn't even know that. That's weird though. I thought Guyana.
Perfect. So let's say you got like some Kool-Aid. Fuck it, right?
You gotta go
all
the dumbest, man. Alright.
Hear me out. And let's say I got like 4 different cups of Kool-Aid. You drink each one, and then you rate like which one's the best, right? Now, when I'm talking about regression, basically, there's different things that make up the components of Kool-Aid, right? You put in the dye, sugar, some people put fruit and some other bullshit in there, right?
Okay.
And based on those are predictors now in that case. Those ones, depending on significance of whichever it is, maybe the sugar or the specific dye that you use, may influence, or maybe more significant in influencing your reaction or how greatly you rate whichever Kool-Aid drink you had. So that's what essentially what the regression would do. It'll help you to pinpoint what features play a key role in your response or how you the better taste of the Kool-Aid. Does that make sense?
My dude, how you make data entry more boring? Like, how do you do that? He be a life of the party right here, man. Like, I'm already doing one of the most boring things you could think of, like straight up manual labor.
The audience understood what the fuck I was saying. Man.
Ain't no audience, man. Ain't nobody listening, man. It's just a man's show, man. He said, y'all crazy. Put arable land as a metric. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like the thing is that you can't quantify. Arable land, you know? You can't quantify. Oh, okay, we got bitter medicine in the house too. Like he said, make sure y'all listen to the podcast. Can't quantify it. See, I was gonna do like whether it's mainly coastal or not mainly coastal, but the reality is that no country is really mainly coastal. I mean, arable land you could quantify in a sense, be like what percentage is arable land, but I also feel like if you're gonna do some organizing and you're in a small unit, like you could find arable land if you want arable land. You know what I mean? Like there's no shortage of arable land. I don't feel like in any African country. You know? I mean, what do you think, bro? Wait, you left? You did? Oh no, you
what?
What are you doing, my dude? You doing homework?
I got things to do.
Huh?
Yeah, I got shit to do.
Sure, man. What'd you
say?
With the regression models? No, I was saying in terms of arable land, you think that arable land should be indexed, and like how, like, do you feel like there's African countries where like you would not know there's arable land? You know what I mean? Like, like you couldn't get arable land and you just wish somebody told you before you went there.
Maybe Northern Africa, Sahara.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd already know before you go there, you know?
Like you said, I'm not about to, have a farm in the middle of the desert.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you could, I feel like all these countries you could support agricultural lifestyle, you know?
Yeah, but again, some of these countries are smaller than others. Gambia is pretty small.
Gambia is small? Yeah.
Yeah, it's small. But I mean, there's lots of arable land. Now I think about it. I'm thinking about the map.
Yo, you saw that map with the how Africa how Nigeria be getting it in?
Hey, you already know what to do.
Shit, dang, yo.
My family big as fuck.
Your family big? Yeah, like your mom and dad or your cousins and stuff.
Like my cousins, everything.
How many cousins you got?
Probably 40 something.
40 something?
Dead ass.
Shit. Dang, 40 something. I don't even know how. I feel like I got like 5 cousins, man. Like, yo. Huh? I mean, no, I got a little more. Well, I mean, it depends on like. Wait, let me see. What's cousins? That's your grandfather. Your grandpeople's grandchildren, I think, right? Like your grandfather's grandchildren. That's your cousins,
are?
Yeah.
I mean, your grandfather's grandchildren. I mean, you are his grandchild. What are you talking about?
No. Like the grandchildren of your grandparents is your cousins. You know what I mean? right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like your parents' siblings' children.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
your
right.
uncles, aunts, their kids.
Yeah, extended. Yeah. Oh no, it's the same. Yeah, I think it's the same. I think it's the same. Yeah.
Essentially, I mean, because your uncles and aunts have the same parents, yeah, which would be your grandparents.
That's what I just said, my dude.
I know, I'm just verifying for the audience.
Yeah, man. Yo, you making it more complex. That's what I'm saying, man. I be saying it's simple. Your grandparents, grandchildren. You be going complicated. Well, maybe your aunt, your
uncle.
uncles.
Be long-winded as fuck. You don't be simple. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about now.
Dang, now you getting all vulgar, my dude. What happened? You getting worked up. You getting worked up for no damn reason, man. What you told me? You like what the? Like dang, man. Like hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. I'm gonna show you who the boss of intercourse is. I can sing. I can sing copyrighted music, right? Or not really?
No one's gonna catch that you singing.
I don't know. It sounds like I'm crying, right? No, I'm joking.
The algorithm gonna wonder what's wrong with you, man.
Yeah, it's a damn biggie. But yeah. So I mean, I'm probably gonna end this quick though. I mean, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, obviously, but like, I mean, this is something I want people to know that, like, if you want to do the data entry, cause I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna make it so that people can comment on it, so that, cause I don't need people logging in and then like typing a bunch of stuff and changing a bunch of stuff, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't know what this document is, So I like to also like be able to like cause like you want to have some sort of control over whatever product you put out. So what I'm going to say to people is that, like, if you want to help, you could just right click and you say insert comment. You comment and then you just leave the right number. You say, oh, this is 29 or whatever, right? And then when I come by and I see your comment, I could just put down 29 and call it a day. But you see right here, this is the thing I did that's pretty important. So for Nigeria, I put down obviously 10/1/2020, so that's today. And that's why I say, a bit of medicine, we should be doing a podcast. We should be doing a podcast on Nigerian independence. Oh, let me write that. Because people are going to be looking it up. Because people look up Independence Days, on Independence Days. So you get like a nice catchy title on that day, and then you can push forward things. Real talk, I feel like if we as a people organized events in these countries on their Independence Days, and we did it internationally, they call
them parades.
Nah, I'm saying like something like the after parade, like the after party to the parade. If you were to do that, like in the country and all that, you could get a lot more,
support.
Yeah, a lot more support, a lot more pull, a lot more clout in a sense, Like this is like old school clout chasing. You know what I mean? Oh dang, this one. Yeah, like you wanna do old school clout chasing, because that's like really like what it comes down to. You know what I mean? Like if it, like it's an easy opportunity that we're not taking, in a sense. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean I don't know. I mean I feel like it's I feel like because it's like every like for instance Nigeria's independence today. You feel like a lot of people are gonna be looking up YouTube videos about Nigeria.
Yeah, of course.
And then so it's
That's
like so it's like if it's a given, like they're searching it, then you just do something.
Capitalize on it.
Exactly, you capitalize on it. You say something catchy like, why Nigeria is going to fail this, this.
You just lost some bullshit. What the fuck would you say that?
They're like, why Nigeria's going to fail? You know what I'm saying? Nah,
You're gonna get your whole channel flagged tomorrow. I dare you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or like maybe like try to be a little more positive. Like, what good has Nigeria been doing this last? And it's like you say something like that, and then people gonna be watching and commenting and engaging. But of course, maybe you shouldn't be too negative, obviously. But I mean, like a lot of people are gonna be negative. Like a lot of people today are gonna say things like because it's Nigerian independence, they're gonna be like
no progress and all that stuff.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that people are looking for that. Like a lot of times we don't know, but like people are looking for that. Damn, look at Lesotho. Lesotho is 99.7% Basotho. Okay, so the Kingdom of Lesotho is 99.7% Basotho, and this is actually pretty interesting. See, I wish I had this index over here too, because it kind of tells you like a lot of things that we want from Africa. What we want in Africa is these mono-ethnic states. Like we feel like we want a mono-ethnic state. So it's kind of a question of, if this is a mono-ethnic state, how is it doing relative to the multi-ethnic states? So like so far I don't see anything like spectacular. Oh, and see that? Look at that. Lesotho has and see, Nigeria is a bigger country. But look at this. Lesotho. See, this is something that we should all know. Lesotho's Independence Day is October 4th. You see what I'm saying? So that means that...
I'm sure the Lesothians know that.
Exactly. But, like, we as the Pan-Africanists, we supposed to not only know this, but then... Because, like, the thing is this, that when they in Lesotho...
Yeah, your calendar's going to be filled up then.
You said what?
The calendar's going to be filled up.
Nah, I have 52 countries, but still, like...
I know what I'm saying, like your reminders for each day.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is that if you do something for Lesotho... Like, now Lesotho people are looking for some nice content, right?
Yeah.
And they're seeing a bunch of, just seeing some booty shaking or whatever, right? Which is nice content still. Mm-hmm. But...
Yeah, of course.
But, like, the thing is that, it's like, you can, like, the people... all the common people are searching for something, and then now you have maybe one video coming from America, right? Talking about
Lesotho. Wrong. Lesotho is failing.
Exactly. Talk about right, and then it's like now you in a whole new audience, and you got it easy just based off of the fact that they liberate themselves
a bunch
from
of dislikes in the process.
All right, maybe I'll prove me right. You know what I'm saying? Prove me right. Lesotho's a better country than Nigeria.
Oh, you really want smoke? Alright, go ahead, keep playing with fire if you don't get burned.
Yeah, Nigeria. Oh yeah, so that's what I say about Nigeria. So look here. So I go to Nigeria. I say population is 206 million. That's a nice population. Population density is 218, which is pretty good. The GDP per capita is $2,465, which is not much, right? But look at that. Now the revenue of the state is $21 billion. Right, and the budget for the state is $26 billion. Right, so when you do, so I have my own little national profit index, which is going to be revenue minus budget divided by budget plus 1. Okay, so when you do the revenue minus budget, basically it becomes a number between. I mean, it becomes like if
you're normalizing it.
Exactly. Right, so. Because the thing is that revenue minus budget is negative here, and so you didn't really want to have like a negative number to multiply. Because I was gonna multiply this number by 2.5, so it could be better on the 5 scale index. Yeah. I mean, just assuming that the revenue is not twice the budget. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know too many countries that have a revenue that's over twice the budget. But the whole idea is that so it comes out to 0.807. And obviously, I multiply that by 2.5 to get it on the scale of 5. Just to not deal with your regression stuff. So you put everything on a scale of 5, so that.
Why don't you do a neural network?
This dude, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Yo, nerd alert.
Hey, come on, what do you got to do? Implement some machine learning.
Huh?
Slow ass.
Ghost in the Shell type shit, These people be like nerds, yo. I'm a little stuffy. That's the only reason why I sound like this, though.
Sounds over to me.
For live and live.
I don't see no difference.
Anyway, let's see. Liberia. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many dates for when Liberia is it's like it's mad. Like, this is like a manual labor type of thing. It's not like I wish like computers make it easier.
Labor of love.
Yeah, computers make it easier for like when somebody else already made it easy, but somebody has to put the stuff online, and so so this would be my contribution. I like this. I mean, it's boring, but like the thing is that a lot of people don't know this though. But like after you're finished with something that's boring, you're done with it. You know what I mean? And so it's like sometimes you just go through it just to be done. It's kind of like school. Like school is boring, but then yeah, but when you finish, you don't have to go back. So that's why like when you can't, like when you're in it, just finish it. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna keep wanting to go back, and then you're gonna be like, nah, it's kind of boring.
Well, that's subjective. Wanting or needing to is two different things.
Needing to go back to school?
Yeah, versus wanting. I don't know. Me personally, I don't want to go to school. Like no.
Yeah,
I mean, I need to.
Yo, sometimes I be waking up thinking I'm in school again. It sucks.
That sounds like PTSD.
I mean, yeah, you know. No, I be like, you know, like it's just weird, man. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's just like, yeah, kind of like nightmares. Yeah, like when it's cold, when it's cold in the house, you're just like, oh, I'm in school.
Getting ready for the bus.
And I'm like, oh no, yeah, you know, I'm in a classroom or some shit. And I'm just like, why am I in a classroom? I thought I graduated. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to school. It's like I don't want no white boy teaching me. I did sit down when I was married. I did sit down with my like our ex. She was going to school, so I went to the classroom, and luckily she was studying Black Studies. So I'm just sitting there like he's like the professor's asking questions, and I'm like, shit, that's Chance. Yeah, like, I'm like, that's Chance Williams right there. Oh no, that's Du Bois on his fourth birthday. That's what he said. You know. like I knew that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I could.
In part 2, page 46, he said
it. Exactly. Like, oh, hey, just look at page 90. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be closing my eyes and. But yeah, I probably could have went back to school, but for Black Studies. But I don't want. I'd rather get an honorary.
School for Black Studies.
I said if I were to go to school, I'd probably that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I would do. I don't think I'd go back to school though. I mean, I was actually thinking about going to, like, when I was thinking about going to Africa, I was thinking about going to school in Africa. But then I saw their programs. Yo, African schools was like they had like an astronomy department. No, matter of fact, they didn't even have an astronomy department. They had a physics department.
They just got a telescope.
Yo, they had a physics department with like nothing. Like just like one lab item, like one. Yeah, like shit. Like I was just like,
a metal ball or something.
Yeah, it was like, nah, I'm not getting a PhD here, man. That's just stupid. like they legit, like the school was just like the faculty was like 2 professors for the whole department. Like, come on, my dude. You know? Like, yeah. I mean, that's what you want to do for Africa. And I mean, that's what I think, you know, although some people don't like people to say this, but that's what the dude in Rwanda is doing. You know, he's trying to build a world-class university. And, like, that's really, like, what Africa is.
Botswana was nice.
Botswana for university?
Well, I mean, when I was in undergrad, I actually was planning on doing a semester abroad in either I think it was either Ghana or Botswana.
Ghana or Botswana?
Yeah, but you know it just fell apart though.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like, it depends on like what you study. I mean, I would hope that medical is. Probably,
it was gonna be I was pre-med so biology.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that, but that's for undergrad or graduate.
Undergrad. I haven't thought about grad. Grad would be a little bit more difficult, especially since I'm doing research primarily. But.
Exactly. Like I'll tell you, man, that physics department was embarrassing, man. Like it was just.
Yeah, and I just I don't know. Like now I'm at this level, I don't know. I don't want to mess with nothing right now.
Oh, you don't want. I mean, like it might be pretty good though. I mean, like you know how you said.
Primarily, I want my research to.
Oh no, research. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we shouldn't hate on the continent like that, but like we really do have to do a lot more work when it comes to getting the continent ready. I mean, getting ourselves, because like the thing is that we should not have to go leave our countries,
of course,
in order to, you know, do something basic like research. You know,
Yeah, I mean the main goal initially was to go get education or funds and then come back. But of course, once you get here, it's not that easy.
Yeah, that's the trap, man. See, the white man is really clever, for what it's worth. He's the white supremacist. He's on code, Situation. Don't get no situation.
It's global.
Exactly. No, but I'm saying like the thing is that's what I actually plug the Book of Power. In the Book of Power, though, I do talk about how the white boy he sent to these schools.
Oh, I got that book. Shit collecting dust.
Say that online. Good job, man. And then, but what I was saying was, look, man, if you don't like reading, that's on you. But the thing is this, that like in the book, I do explain that this white boy, what he does with his education system, is that he puts you in debt, and with that debt, you're then forced to work for him. You get what I'm saying? And when you're forced to work for him, then you're forced to practice his agenda. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once that actually I give the example of a doctor in the book. So it's like, if in order for a doctor to get money, right, they have to do the whole insurance stuff, and the insurance company is not interested in like what the well-meaning doctor is interested in, So now you already done had to compromise your principles.
Your integrity.
Yeah, your integrity. In order to pay off that big ass debt that you just collected because you went to medical school, so it's like a whole system in place to just keep these people in power, and so it's clever, but it is what it is. Why this thing, man? 2 million. So Namibia is 2,750,000 people. So I mean, like, this is also like it's good data to know. But yeah, these white people, they know what they're doing. Look at that population density, 3.2 per kilometer square. Isn't that crazy? 3.2 per kilometer square. That's low. That means that there's like nobody.
I mean, you got hella land.
Yo, well, I mean, yeah. But look at this though. GDP nominal is 5,923. So it means like they already got money. So like another thing that like this tells you, because I'm not even sure if I should say that the high GDP per capita is good or bad, like because it depends on like what you're trying to do, because it's like if the GDP, like for instance right here Haiti, the GDP per capita was kind of low. Oh, not even. Oh, I don't know if it was the lowest. So let me see if the lowest one so far is 367. Malawi. Yeah, $367. You know what I mean? So that already tells you that the country is like as far as I understand about. I mean, I'll have to look up GDP better, but that kind of tells you that the country is not producing enough.
Yeah.
So that means that should tell you that if you build industry in this country, right, you're gonna be doing quite a bit of good. Like it's different. Like if you're in another country, like if you're in a country like right here, Grenada, which is $16,000, right? Right. That means that like if you
live like a king compared to other countries.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but also means that if you go there, like your $16,000 ain't really all that. Like it don't mean much over there. Whereas exactly Malawi, you go there and you have $16,000. You see what I'm saying? So it's like like that's the kind of information you want to know. And I mean, obviously, like you said, you could just pull it up on
arbitrage.
Who's this brother? Oh, PC, PC, you trolling? What you gonna say?
No, that concept is called geo arbitrage.
But your mic sucks, man. Genio arbitrage? What is he saying?
Geo arbitrage is the concept you guys just described.
Geo arbitrage? What does that mean, bruh?
That's exactly what you just said.
Let him explain.
What you were just explaining. What you were just explaining, he just gave you the term for it.
Yeah, I guess so. I wanted to hear him with his whack mic.
Gaza had the worst mic I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Gaza, man. Yo, what kind of name is Gaza though? I still don't understand why he had that name.
I don't know.
I don't even understand that. Yo, y'all be doing the weirdest shit on online, man.
God was the homie though.
He cool. He's talking about should he make a pro black? Come on, my dude.
I said you have to post a whole bunch of pictures in there.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this dude acting like we actually look at him like he's a pro black figure.
Hey, he do his job.
Yo, I said, like, yo, he do his job. That's about it, though, man. Like, that dude's like, no, I wouldn't trust that dude. Like, I would hide my.
Ventured out of innocent.
Exactly. Like, if I had a daughter, I'd hide her. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't trust that dude with nothing, man. No. Anyway, yo, what? How do you spell that thing though? Global what? He just randomly drops a word.
Geo-arbitrage.
Geo-arbitrage.
So A-R.
No, I know how to spell geo-arbitrage. Okay. Oh, I just want. Okay. Dang, I put an A by mistake. Dang, it's a whole.
That's why it's important. That's why it's important for you to stack as much chips as you can, and given the fact that we're in an American society, because your money means more if you move somewhere else. So you make dollars, but you spend rupees. You make dollars, but you spend pesos. You make dollars, but you spend some other currency some of their currency. I'm using currency as a proxy for the economy.
Dang, they don't have a wiki on it.
You guys are talking about GDP and things like that. So, you stack your money in dollars, but then you fly over to Burkina Faso or, Cote d'Ivoire, anywhere on the continent, and your money is longer. Like my man said, you the pharaoh.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So I mean, can you imagine this thing don't even have a wiki page? That's crazy. But yeah, geo arbitrage. That's pretty much the goal. I'm starting to look at these countries though. I don't think any of them got 10% maybe I should just do 10% non-Christian, non-Abrahamic. You know what I mean? Or non-foreign religion. Because I mean, like some of them got atheists.
Traditional.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The traditional is like
traditional indigenous.
It's not going up to 10%. Some of them got like none. You know. Opposed to.
Is it indigenous or traditional? I know sometimes
they say traditional and then none.
Classification is different.
Yeah. Well, some of them says traditional, then it says none. So it's like.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like I don't think it's gonna get no 10%. So it's like I mean maybe that's a good thing, but I don't know. I'll see. But maybe I'll use the regression model for that.
It's terrible.
Yo, this dude is regression models, yo. Nerd shit. Nerd. Yo, I tell you though, this thing is I mean it's pretty cool though, put in data entry. This is grunt work though. Y'all see the humility of doing grunt work though?
You want a cookie?
Shit, I want a worker. That's what the fuck I want. I want somebody.
You got a worker.
I want a fucking grunt. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying?
You got a worker though.
Who?
You got a role, matter of fact.
Hire VA.
He said hire him? Well, you said hire you?
Yeah, hire a VA. They're very cheap, especially out of Philippines. I have two that work out of the Philippines. They do decent work. Their English is pretty strong too. Some of them out of India are straight, but their English be a little struggling in my experience. Yeah, I try to outsource as much of my life as possible. It's pretty fun.
Oh, VA is virtual assistant.
Yeah, virtual assistant. Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. I mean,
You're not interested in hiring a brother and sister from the continent. You're not interested in.
I thought you said Philippines. They brothers and sisters in the Philippines.
I was giving you my experience. I have two Filipinos, and I've had experience with some Indian ones. But I'm saying though, you take the concept and you run with it. So I'm giving you the game, and you just like, oh, bet. You go out, you hire a couple of brothers and sisters on the continent, and y'all get it popping.
Shit, I mean, I could. But like, yeah, I could. Well, I mean, the thing is, this, like I said, this grunt work right here. This right here is like, unfortunately, this grunt work ain't really grunt. You know what I mean? Like this right here, this part of it is grunt. You know, but the next part is kind of like a little
just
more.
Grunt.
Yeah, the next part is just like a little more cognitive. You know what I'm saying?
So this part's grunt squared.
Yeah. This is grunt. You know what I'm saying? like I mean, yeah, you could technically hire somebody to do this, but it's like it's not even worth it, to be honest.
Why?
Why? Because it's like
we just went over the GDPs for these countries. You see that they don't have a lot of wealth, so you could be blessing somebody right now.
Dang.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean you're right though.
I mean, like it's really. I'm like people think it's expensive. It's really not. I mean, and I got a say in Colombia. In Colombia, the average Colombian makes $2 US per month. That's the average salary of a Colombian worker. $2 US.
$2 a month.
Yes, $2 US per month.
Jeez.
Right? So like people, I was talking to brothers about this all the time. Like, bro, like we think in American context, we down bad. But if you start looking internationally for opportunities, bro, I mean, it's unbelievable. You pay somebody $5 a month. You've doubled and then some their average monthly salary just to, not fill out paperwork. But if you teach them properly, you can have them fill out paperwork, make calls for you, set appointments, do all types of stuff. It's great. I mean, $5 a month, what's that? That ain't hurting you none. That ain't hurting me none.
Shit, $5 a month though. That's gas money.
Gas money that used to be gas money. It's starting to be gas money again. But I mean,
I'm just joking. That's what your boy Machiavelli said to me one time. I said, "Hey man, I got this book, and it's $15," and he was like, "That's gas money." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" I've helped this dude. Like, no, I'm joking. Yeah. No, I feel that's game. I mean, yeah, but like I said, I feel like it's a little more cognitive with the other one. So like this part is just whatever, but the other ones is like it's a little more cognitive. So it's like I don't wanna. I wouldn't outsource it because, like I said, it just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It's just like an overkill. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to be pretty like for this particular, like I would just like I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like there's some things that you could do without having to outsource it. I wouldn't even outsource like again, like I'm not even outsourcing it to the dang, this thing got $16,000. Alright, I wouldn't outsource it to our people. Like I already have it, only you can comment. You know what I mean? Because a part of it is just about that. Let me see if anybody commented. Nope. Dang, everybody dropped off on the watching. Anyway, but I don't blame them. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's just not like some stuff you just don't outsource in a sense. This is like the like you just don't outsource this part. That's what I'm saying. Because you want to make sure the numbers are reliable. But whatever. What are you guys doing though? How your day went? Oh yeah, I was saying this. Say Chalice, which is it's looks like it's off of Africa, but they got a GDP of per capita of $16,000. 32.
Yeah, because everybody puts their money over there.
In St. Charles?
Actual bank accounts.
In St. Charles?
Yeah, that's one of the rest haven for tax evasion.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
So it's probably skewed, to be honest.
You said what? It's always skewed?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know. So let me ask PC, since you're so smart. So what do you think if you were into radicalism? What do you think is better, a country with a low GDP per capita or high GDP per capita?
Ooh, it depends on what you mean. What do you mean by if I were into radicalism? Meaning if for example, if you take it from this perspective, let's say if I'm into radicalism and I'm interested in overthrowing the weakest link, then obviously based on that, I would prefer the country with the lowest GDP. They're more susceptible to being overthrown. So, but what other is that? That may not be the way you're talking about when you say if you're into radicalism, what do you mean?
Well, I mean I mean like I was just saying, like whatever your strategy is, like so you're saying, but I was looking at per capita, so you wouldn't even look at per capita, you look at total GDP.
It depends. It's not like a cut and dry thing. You can look at per capita. You can look at because per capita gives you those two pieces of data. They give you different insights. That's all.
What would you look at more? Would you look at PPP or nominal per capita, GDP per capita?
It really just depends. It just depends on what.
All right. Let's leave the radical comment. Let's say you doing geo arbitrage, right? If you're doing that, let me actually cut this out because I didn't misspell it. But if you're looking at that, what are you looking at mostly, nominal or PPP GDP?
To be honest, I'm looking at it's multiple variables. Mm-hmm. But of those two, I probably would look at both of them. To be honest, I probably would look at both of them. I would set them both on the board, and then I would add other variables to each side. And then I would weigh it out, So I got 5 variables on the right, 5 variables on the left, and on one of the 5 variables on the right would be nominal, one of the 5 variables on the left would be PPP, and then I would add in the other variables to both sides, the other 4 variables to both sides, and then weigh it out, and then go from there.
Sounds like you do a regression model.
You can do that as well. You can do that.
Yo, this doing regression models, man. Your boy Machiavelli like doing regression models. I don't know why.
He's a smart man. That's good.
He a smart man. Okay. Yo, but you don't know who Tupac is, right? I mean, sorry. You know who Machiavelli is? No, sorry. Do you know who Machiavelli is?
What do you mean? Do I know him? Like the Tupac album, or do I know?
Oh, dang! I didn't know if he was. I didn't know if you knew Machiavelli was Tupac. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I knew that.
I don't know, man. You said you don't know how to spit no Biggie. I was like, who don't know how to spit Biggie? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so I don't.
But not everybody's from Brooklyn.
Nah, man. He said he don't recognize Biggie, like, you know?
I don't.
Like, nah, that's whack, man. So, like, if I was to start saying something, I know, like, Machiavelli, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, hold on a second. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s. Machiavelli, what's the next line?
Nah,
I can't remember the line, but I know it's big.
What? Y'all is whack, man. What the fudge?
It's Biggie, bro. Yeah,
I know it's a Biggie track.
How you don't know? How do you? First off, that was the Biggie Tupac collab. Like, you should know that.
That's what I was about to say, bro. When they went live.
Nah, that's whack, bro. That's whack.
Once I heard you look so good, made me suck on your daddy.
Yeah, that was.
Once I heard
explain that, Mr. BK.
That's all I need to hear. I'm like,
I ain't gonna. No comment.
No comment.
I stopped messing with Biggie, man. Like, I stopped messing with Biggie. Cause my friend, I was in high school when this dude came to me. He was like, "Yo, Biggie be saying a lot of gay shit." I'm like, "Nah." Then he just started. He just went down the list. He just went down the list, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yeah, that was in the 70s when you was in school, so he's not fuck with you.
Yeah, nah, man. He was really saying some gay shit though, man. Like all the damn time.
I tried to give it to him. I'm like, what? How does that make sense though?
Bruh, all the damn time. Bruh, what are you crying for?
I'm sorry?
Why do you start crying? Like, what happened?
Crying? I was singing, bro.
Oh, okay.
Wow. You know that song?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You know that song? You know my man from that song. He said I take shots to the face every day or something like that. I was like, oh man.
You take shots to the face? Yo, they all saying gay stuff. Even how about DMX? Y'all know DMX?
Yeah.
DMX.
Come on, man.
Huh? You say you know he gay?
We know Ed. What?
No, I'm saying he be saying some gay shit too, man. Yo, that one song, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Yo.
How was that? How was that gay?
Huh? You know what I'm talking about, right?
You gonna make me lose my mind.
No, wait, hold on a second. You know the gay lyric, right? PC, you know the gay lyric, right?
Nah.
PC, you giggling. You know the gay lyric, right?
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh. Dang, this country got...
I'm just trying to think of it. Like, as soon as you said that, I'm like...
Nah, he's like, if I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. No, wait, how you go? No. No, that's not it. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Wait, let me see. Cause I know the line. I just want to say what's before it. But, let me see. Dang, alright, let me just say the line. But he's like, y'all just remind me of a strip club. Because every time I come around you, what? It's like, I gotta get my dick sucked. Like what? like what? like what are you talking about?
Come on, man, not X.
You said that's not gay? Oh, I thought you said that's not gay. I was like, yo, that is gay as a motherfucker. I'm like listening to that. Like, what do you mean? Every time you come around us, you gotta get your dick sucked. Like,
come on, man.
What does that mean? You know, like, pause, man.
You're a legend, man. Come on.
Nah, that's just gay, bro. I was like, yo, all of them be saying some gay shit, man. Only people I like, I mess with, real talk. I mean, besides obviously my man Kara's one is like of the main cats. I would say LL Cool J. He was a straight cat. You know what I mean? Like that dude was.
LL Cool J.
Yeah, he was like a heterosexual.
He ain't no Kumo D though.
Man, you don't know no Kumo D.
Come on, bro.
But I mean, I don't even know.
Live downtown, 129th Street, Compton. Come on, bro.
I don't know what you're doing, man. But nah. But LL Cool J, I don't know if y'all heard his song. He got a song that's like it's like
the dumb song about if you take off like something I forget the chains or some bullshit like that.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that cool song.
Yeah, it was cool song here in my life. I was like,
that cool anthem.
Wait. Ooh, LL Cool J?
Yeah. Some stupid shit.
A long time ago? Nah, he got this song where he's just the dude. I wonder if it's like he's like I'm the kind of guy. You guys heard I'm the kind of guy?
Huh?
The song where he's like I'm the kind of guy. Nah.
I know Round the Way Girl.
Nah. But I don't really be bumping these old cats because they older than me. They from another generation. I know y'all think I'm old, but you know.
Bruh, you in class with them? Come on, man.
Yeah, I went to class with them. I went to school with them, but I ain't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what's your classmates, you know. LL Cool J's like, yo, check out this track. I'm like, I don't want to check out your shit, man. You know. Like, then he turned big, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, now you feel like a dumbass.
Exactly. I'm like, nah, but yo, y'all need to listen to I'm That Type of Guy. Like that's the song right there, man. Like, but if y'all really want to hear a good song, though, I'm telling you, there's this song in Jamaica. There's this track in Jamaica about this dude who.
Man, don't tell me this is Bob Marley.
Anyway. Oh, Bob Marley got some good songs, but anyway. But
Peter Tosh better though.
Peter Tosh better?
Peter Tosh.
Yo, people y'all just be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not better.
Peter Tosh wrote most of those songs.
I'm not saying he's not better, but like that's what y'all be doing. Y'all just be hating, bruh. You know, like just let the man.
Peter Tosh wrote most of those songs, bro. Him and Bunny Wailer, matter of fact.
Although my father was like neighbors with that dude, right? Like my grandmother was neighbors with Bob Marley.
She was what?
My grandmother was neighbors with Bob Marley. You know?
So she got stories.
I mean, like even like apparently Bob Marley's daughter was somewhere, and she was talking to my dad like, oh yeah, we knew each other, we grew up, you know. So it's like you know, but they're all from like bad area though. It's called Trenchtown, so it's like
Trenchtown Rock.
Trenchtown, I don't know what that is, but it's like
it's a song about Bob Marley.
Oh, okay,
you don't even know your own history. That's crazy.
My own history? Bob Marley's not my history, crazy. That's not Bob Marley. That's Buju Banton.
I know, that's my boy. That's my only two cats I listen to was Marley and my man Buju. That was my ringtone for a long time. Folks was mad about it. They was mad.
Yo, you crazy? That was your work ringtone?
Yeah, bro.
You didn't get fired?
Shit.
No.
He's self-employed, man. He's self-employed.
I used to have the homies call me just so that they get played.
Why didn't you get the sisters to call you, man?
People was mad about it.
Yeah, this dude be talking about he get the homies to call him. Why don't you get the sisters to call you, dude? The homies called me. Okay, dude.
Here we go.
Yo, DMX. We got DMX over here. Yo, I'll tell you, man. Yo, you can't sing to these old school rap songs though. Like all of them were sneaking in that gay shit, man. Like all of them. That's why.
A lot of people rock CL Smooth or Rakim.
Rakim?
Oh man, them dudes cut. Them dudes spot.
Rakim? Yo, y'all. See, the thing is that y'all is them young cats that decided that y'all, when y'all found out the internet, y'all was like, oh, let's look up a bunch of old songs. You know? When the internet came out for me, we was doing our own music shit, man.
But older music is superior to current music.
But I'm saying, but that wasn't older. Like see, what y'all call older is my generation. You know what I'm saying? Like we already had like when we turned on the TV, we was looking at these cats. You know? See, now I know you dumb because the Telegram don't. Like what? Alright, hold on a second. I think. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta come back. Hold on a second. This kid's crying.
I'm weak.
Dude, talk about back in my day, we had good fuck.
Oh, yeah. This is classic. Boom, bye to it. You voting for Jim Crow Joe?
You said what?
You gonna vote for Jim Crow Joe?
Man, well, I don't really have another option. At this point, I just want to be over with.
My boy decided to start crying because he zoomed in to his page and then he just didn't know how to zoom out, you know? Like kids just be doing crazy stuff. Y'all there? Y'all here? Or y'all did? Oh no, y'all here. Yo, actually I almost finished this thing. Can you imagine that? I got like 2 countries left. No, I got 5 countries left. So it's not too bad. What were y'all talking about while I was stepped out?
Are you old as fuck?
Oh, I'm old, yeah. Yeah, not man. The first time I'm not old. I'm the '90s, my dude. You know, there used to be a song called "Play That." Like I used to listen to classic songs back when I was young, but they were like from the '70s and stuff, you know. So like, there's a song that yo, PC, you gotta answer for this. Matter of fact, nah, PC, you gotta answer for this. Why in the world y'all got a song "Play That Funky Music, White Boy"? Right? I used to play that song when I was younger. I used to listen to that song. I used to like that song.
That's before my time.
Yo, last week I finally saw what the singer looks like. This the whitest man ever.
Yeah.
How?
Casey and the Sunshine Man.
No, I don't think he's in the Casey. I mean, he might be. I don't know. But yo, this dude's the whitest dude on the planet. How this motherfucker? Sorry, I don't mean to curse, but how this dude was a pop star or a star in the black community? Like y'all slipping, man. I'm sorry.
Every now and again you get those. Like it's one song, Bobby Caldwell, great song.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was black until
everybody did. My entire childhood, I knew it was a black guy.
Who?
I knew.
Who?
Bobby Caldwell.
I don't know who that is.
Song,
if you listen to a few of the songs, bro, you'll know it. Like even Biggie sampled for Sky's the Limit.
Yep, the song is so good.
For Love.
Yep, it's so good. I was like, yo,
How it go?
What you won't do for love.
Oh, that's a white boy.
Pac sampled it.
Yo!
The sample for "Sky's the Limit" by Biggie. That's one of his songs too.
Dang, that's a white boy? Oh, snap.
It's a few. It's always the case though.
I feel you though, because like in Jamaica, there's a song that I was singing for like the longest. It's all Dwayne, what this guy almost got. Yeah, then you're like, that was a white boy too. I'm like, damn, these white folks just infiltrated. Yeah. But my thing is this: that y'all in America had TVs, like, it ain't. Nah, the dude was doing live. Yo, shut the. Yo, what do you? What the? Yo, nah. Yo, kick him, man. Yo, how you think black folk just getting TVs, man? They had TVs back then, my dude. Like they had, bruh.
The average, you can look it up.
Y'all be on this bullshit. Yo, why y'all think black folks so y'all be thinking black folk the most broke piece? Like y'all really overestimate. Show me the data. Okay, Yvette. Show me the data.
It was hilarious. It was at least, I think it was about 15, 20 years before 50% of African American households had a TV. Right? Black people didn't.
They knew he was black. They had that, bruh. You had, what was it? A hit TV show, Soul Train. The white boy was on. The white boy was on Soul Train, like singing the song "Black Folk Grooving." I'm telling you, y'all was slipping. Like, get out of here.
It's the cut, though. Like, I don't understand. It's the cut. You gotta.
I'm talking about that. Play that funky music, white boy. You know that song or no?
Oh, you talk about Casey and Sunshine Man. Yeah, that's a cut, though.
I don't know if it's Casey. I don't think it's Casey.
It's a very good song. It's a very good.
Play that funky music, white boy.
Do you hear the horns on that track? The horns on that track is outrageous.
Bruh. Do me a favor and troll yourself, man. Just put yourself. Put the coon image up for you. Put the coon image up for you.
Huh? You're not a musicianship connoisseur. It's a cut. It's a good song.
Dude, can you spell connoisseur?
Come on, man.
You know he looking it up.
No. But dog, that's a cut, bro. Why we call her? But what's her name?
I admit I didn't know that. No, that's not no white boy. Get out of here. Hold on a second. That song, "What You Won't Do, What You Want for Love," that's not
the Rick James cosign.
Yeah.
Hold up a second. That "What You Gonna Do, Will You Do for Love," that's not no white boy.
Yes, it is, bro. Bobby Caldwell.
Nah, that's
even the name doesn't immediately reveal.
Bobby, you don't think no white boy. I got so many friends named Bobby.
Man, yo. First off, we know dang well you ain't got no. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Right, hold on a second though. What You Won't Do? I'm pretty sure that's somebody else more famous. What's his name? What You Won't Do? Dang, that's Bobby Caldwell. Dang, you mean I was playing some white? I was playing some white
with your garbage book and everything.
Dang! For a second, I was like, yo, let me play this song. You know, I remember that song. Yo, I'm playing this with my son. I'm embarrassed right now.
I listen to that jump once a week.
He a whole white boy. Dang!
That's a cut, bro.
Dang. That's a dang shame.
Bro, you gotta recognize real, bro. You wanna be phony with it.
I ain't trying to be phony. I'm just like, yo, that's a dang shame, cause that's
Bro, yeah, bro.
Nah, that ain't even right, man. Like, I was playing that with my son, man. That's some traitor. Like, yo, put that cool image for me, man. Might as well. You know what I'm saying? like, yo, troll my ass, man.
Every now and again, they produce it's a whole subgenre called blue-eyed soul. I didn't like that term when I first heard it. I was like, that's kind of whack. I don't like that. But then I started listening. I'm like, most of them you could tell that they're white. But I was like, oh shoot, like this dude, he got it.
There was actually no cap. There was actually this white girl who had like she could sing. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they raised by some black. I don't know if they had a close association when they was coming up.
They got like one drop, man. They them one drops, man.
Nah.
Look, man. That you said what you say?
You out of line.
Nah, bro. Look, real talk. They said that like in American history. I think matter of fact, Frederick Douglass said it. He said that a lot of the best speakers in American history were like those one drop. Like the white boys who was like mad eloquent and all that stuff, like they were one drops, you know. So
yeah, but that
it's possible, my dude. You never know, cause that's what happens. Like I remember one time I was looking at Adele video. I mean for somebody else anyway, but I was looking at Adele video, and there was like somebody like the white person in the comments was like, "Oh, I thought she was black." You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest compliment you can give. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest compliment you could give to a white person. Be like, "Oh, I thought you were black when I heard you." You know what I mean? Because like black people got the best voices. You know that. But yeah.
We're musically gifted people.
Yeah, we gifted in everything, man. But
that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, here comes the hater. What we ain't gifted in, my dude? What we ain't gifted in? Let me know.
We down bad right now.
That don't mean you're not gifted. These motherfuckers got guns. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that very statement, you're absolutely right, but that very statement is proof. Right? Think about what you just said. They got guns.
What about
if we as sweet as we claim to be, or as many people claim to be, that statement would be null and void.
Bro, we had guns before them, crazy. They just vicious. They just savages. Like, if you was going on a savage case, then yeah, white folk outdo us. Okay? Like, in terms of savagery, white folk outdo us, definitely.
You gotta give them their credit. I don't like to, but...
Oh, here comes Neely Fuller Jr. Yo, get situation started, man.
You gotta give them their credit, bro. Like, I don't like to, but I recognize what it is. They're down there right now.
Yeah.
And they good at what they do.
Yeah, but I mean, like in savagery, yeah, they good at savagery. I'm not gonna say that like it's like a lion is good at eating a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say a lion is better than me because it could eat a human. I'm just gonna say that.
How does that not make sense?
That a lion's better than me because it can eat a human? Is that what you just said?
How does that not make sense? Let me slow down.
Exactly. Slow your ass down, man.
Yeah. Let me slow down. Yep. In some ways, but largely. You know, on the fisticuffs side of the game, that stands for a lot. The fact that a lion can run up on you and take your head off.
The fisticuff. Of course, man. Like, who the fuck gonna fight a lion? Hand to hand, like that would be fucking crazy. Like, what?
No, I'm saying though, like I'm using that as a metaphor, right? Like, the fact that a lion can eat you stands for a lot, but it's not everything, because a human can, create an enclosure and trap the lion and
exactly
stuff like that. Where Right.
I mean, look, white boy is good at. Like, see, the thing is that like we don't understand history. So here's how history works. Because the thing that we gotta understand it. So what happened was this: the Moors took over, and the Moors, like the Arabs, right? After Islam was spreading, Islam spread over Egypt, and that's a critical place to spread over. Okay, because once you have Egypt, you got like the knowledge of the ancient world, right? So after they go over Egypt, then they conquer North Africa. Then from North Africa, they go and enslave the Europeans in Southern Europe, right? Now, after 700 years of this, right, the Europeans, like, what happened is this. I read that. I mean, I heard that what the Moors did. Like, then the Moors were like Africans and Arabs at this point, right? But what they did was they had an entirely mercenary army. Okay, so like think of like the United States.
Right.
The United States,
gun for hire.
Yeah, exactly. The United States, most of its soldiers, like a lot of its soldiers are black, or disproportionately, but most of its soldiers, real talk, or at least the order of it, are white folk. They make sure that white people are still in charge, right? But imagine if the whole military was black. You see what I'm saying? That's what the situation was in El-Andalus. So in El-Andalus, they had the whole military was kind of like white folk. So eventually, these white folk did a uprising, and they got rid of these Moors there, right? But the thing is this: the guns and all that was already there. Now, and the thing with this too is that the Moors already they coming from like the technology of Egypt, right? So that's why you have white folk going through this quote unquote Renaissance, because they now get access to the technology of Egypt. What that means though is that when all that knowledge is being concentrated in the Arab world. And in Europe, it's not being concentrated in Africa, right? Or like in Southern Africa, if you will, right?
Yeah, I've heard this argument.
So what happens then is that these white folk, after they get rid of these black folk, they now after they get rid of these Arabs and black folk, the Moors, right? They then have the technology. They have they got the skill. They got the naval stuff. And now they're gonna go down to Africa where they wasn't messing with these guns like that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now you are like almost like an industrial economy, right? Coming up against a pre-industrial economy. And so you're gonna win 9 times out of 10. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, like, even if you have the genius, even if you are better, it don't matter. If you go into a less advanced economy, like, chances are you're gonna win, because that was the whole point of advancing your economy.
But the fact that this is a problem that tend to have, and it took me a long time to come to this conclusion, and I don't like saying this, but I believe in evidence-based thinking. The fact that one economy is more advanced than another economy is indicative. That's evidence that you can use to point to one person being better. If we were as good as we say we were, we wouldn't be in as bad a position as we are. That's not to say people don't slip up and we down bad right now. But after a while, that, like, what's popping? If we as sharp and as sweet as we say we are, after a while, like, you know what I'm saying? Are they that cold? They system that raw? They that raw with it to where they ain't nothing? Our little efforts is just kicked to the wayside. I mean,
here's the thing, my dude. Yeah, I feel you, but like, here's the thing. It's like, what you talking about is, like what you're talking about is, like essentially you're looking at you're looking at it like from a linear sense of economies being one way or other, right? Well, the reality is that, like, you know, necessity is the mother of invention. You know, you don't need certain things if you're in a certain place, if you're in a certain area. So what you have, for instance, like dude was talking about, like say the Yoruba, right? The Yoruba were making like beautiful, incomparable artwork. You get what I'm saying? So, like, in terms of, like, manufacturing, right, black folk were actually way more on point. The only thing is, in terms of manufacturing and matter of fact, nothing actually happened. I don't know what you mean by what happened.
While we down bad, something had to happen.
Yeah, let me show you.
We down bad now.
No, but I'm saying there's the myth of us being. Let me actually. So I'm gonna pull up my website. I'm gonna pull up my website, bruh.
Talking about the craftsmanship.
AfricanBloodSiblings.wordpress.com. People at home, I know y'all not even listening. You know, y'all just like, what the? He's actually looking through a chart. Wait, hold on a second. Did my screen go blank?
Globally.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you. So here's something that you actually want to look in. So it's pre-colonial, 1790 manufacture in Africa. Okay. So this is what the white boy saw in Africa. All right. So this is what they say. This is 1790. Okay. They're saying. I'll just give you the context. It says, in April 1790, a British government select committee called Charles Burns Wardstrom to testify before them. They published his testimony on 11 May 1790 in a report entitled Minutes of the Evidence Taken Before the Select Committee on the Slave Trade. In discussing the kidnapping and mass enslavement of Africans, the Select Committee cross-examined a number of expert witnesses who had first-hand experience of the enslaving process. Mr. Wardstrom, for example, was particularly well informed about its impact on the West African territories today called Senegal, Gambia, and Gorée Island. What follows here is taken from his testimony given on 29 April 1790. The Select Committee was keen to know about the equality of culture in that part of Africa. They asked Wardstrom, have they any manufacturers among them? Mr. Wardstrom reply was most edifying. I have been surprised to see with what industry they manufacture their cottons, their indigo, and other dyeing artifacts, as well as several sorts of manufacturing wood. They make soap, they tan leather, and work exceedingly well. And even with good taste, they work bar iron into several artifacts, as for instance lances, instruments for titillage, poignards, etc. They work in gold very ingeniously, and so well that I have never seen better made articles of that kind in Europe. A great number of articles for ornaments of gold, silver, brass, leather, etc. Right? Wardstrom further stated that their cloth and their leather they manufacture with uncommon neatness, and I have samples with me to show, in case it could be desired. From the Wardstrom testimony, additional facts emerged. The king of that region was called Dalmani, a well-educated man. He held the position of Grand Marabout before his election as king. His subjects were very honest and hospitable, and showed Wardstrom all civility and kindness. In addition, they had an extraordinary genius for commerce. Interestingly, they also had a materia medica for about 2,000 or nearer 3,000 plants. King Dalmani had entirely prohibited the slave trade throughout his whole kingdom. He also banned the sale of alcohol. However, the Senegal Company, a French concern, initially attempted to bribe the king to change his policy on the trade in people, but he refused their presence. Consequently, the Senegal Company resorted to bribing the lighter-skinned Moors to attack and kidnap Dalmani's subjects. The company supplied the Moors with the necessary arms, gunpowder, and ammunition to carry out the raids. The result of the aggression, according to Wallstrom, was the chief hindrance to the improvement of the cultivation, insofar as the Negroes never ventured to go out into the fields unless very well armed. Significantly, the Select Committee asked, "Do you mean to say that if the slave trade was abolished, they would extend their cultivation and manufactures?" Wallstrom answered, "Yes, particularly if some good European people had enterprising spirits enough to settle among them in another way than it is the case at present." And of course I say, I interject like, "Oh, that's stupid." But anyway, the testimony of Charles Wallstrom is highly important. How many people know that Africans used to manufacture soap? How many people are aware that Africans manufactured in gold so well that no better made articles of the goldsmith's craft were to be found in Europe? There is also evidence that the image of the primitive and backwards Africa was not believed by the British government. They knew better. This is noteworthy and ironic, since they were the leading players behind the kidnapping and mass enslavement of Africans. Moreover, the Select Committee were shown exquisite items of African manufacture that may still be in the possession of the British government or its kindred institutions. Other witnesses before the Select Committee mentioned the larger number of West Africans that were trilingual, fluent in English, French, and Portuguese, in addition to speaking their own languages, Wolof, Mandinga, etc. This high facility with language occurs over and over again in African history. And of course Robin Walker was the one that I was quoting there. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's like.
Right. And I was then. What about now? We down bad now.
Yeah, bro, right? You're gonna be down. Look, man, you're gonna be down. If you have to, again, I this is why I
was there sweet. How you get on top?
I'm gonna stress. This is why I say I stress solutions. All right, when you're talking about a solution for our people, right? You have to that's why I call it Boko Waset na Kiru. But the reality is this: that if you don't have an independent education system, right? You're not going to be able to compete with people who do. Okay? It's like I don't know what you went to school for. All right, like for instance, I know this brother right here went to school, going to medical school. You think I'm gonna ask him, if you were to not be going to medical school, do you think you would be as advanced in medicine? Machiavelli, or if he's still here. All right, well, he's not answering. But the point being that if you don't have those independent institutions, you're not gonna be able to compete. So, and that's the thing that a lot of our people don't get. That's why I mess with.
What happened to where we no longer have independent institutions?
Bruh, look. If you look. All right, you don't got a kid, okay? Let's say you had a kid, and then I take your kid from you. Right?
There you go, right there.
Bruh, if I take your kid from you.
If I was that dude, you ain't taking my kid.
No, but
I can't. There's no way I can be that dude.
How you gonna kill somebody? Like if I go across the country, how you gonna kill me?
Bro, if you run up on me to snatch my kid,
nobody runs up on you to snatch your kids. Crazy. They get your trust. All right, like for instance, let's say look, I'm not no kid snatcher, so let's not even put it on me. All right, but let's actually just put it on somebody else, okay? Because I'm about to say something to be like, as soon as you say that, it's just over for you, right? Well, what I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying, all right, here's how the white boy did it, okay? Here's how the white boy did it. And you can actually read about this in Maladoma Some's book, although I wouldn't really recommend it anymore, but still.
Wow.
Of Water and Spirit, right? And what he talks about is that these people come in, like the Christians, the Catholics, they come in and they offer, they're just nice. They're just very kind. Like the thing is this, huh?
And we fell for it.
Bruh, the thing is this, that apparently in certain African languages or certain African communities, deception wasn't even a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. So we could. Yeah, but you could.
Naivety was already built in.
It's not naivete. It's like you couldn't. I mean, it's naivete in the sense of you could not even you couldn't even conceive that somebody was lying to you. No.
Which is a deficit. that's not a people.
I mean,
like, look,
it's a deficit. It's a deficit, bruh. It's a deficit if like it's not a deficit, but it is.
I don't think it was a necessary trait.
Exactly. It's not. It's
what it's trying to refer to.
Yeah. It's like
it's
like it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like we see it as a deficit in retrospect, but like it's not really a deficit. It's actually a pretty damn good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a good thing.
I was like, bro, why are they like walking on their hind legs? I don't think you their arms too. Like, you don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, like you don't.
For real, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you eating that chicken? Eat a banana or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like sometimes. Oh, by the way, I actually just finished my table, so that's what I'm saying. Like it was easy, but like the thing is that you know, like if you like white folk just came out of nowhere with that. Like you couldn't like it just you couldn't fathom it. But the thing is this too. It's like you don't have to. It's not like you don't have to deceive the person in question. Like the thing is that they don't convert adults. What they do is they kidnap children, and then they convert the children, and then they send the children back. You know what I'm saying?
Snatch a baby.
Yeah, look, you could snatch a kid easy, right? Look, man, you could snatch a kid easy. Like that's easy work. That's not even like you was talking about that like you was just talking about that shit like 2 days ago, man. Like you were saying, people get snatched all the time. Like it's not hard to snatch a child. You know, like that's like you see, you got me talking like a criminal, man. but like,
explain to you what to do.
Huh? What do you think?
Nah. Let me explain to you what to do.
Nah, I'm just saying. But like, what happened with Malidoma was that like I think he brought the father. They made kind with the father. Like most of the community didn't like it. Like the foreigner, right? But the father of Malidoma did. Right, and the pastor was just being nice, and he like got the guy a bicycle. He showed him a bunch of like he showed them engineering and vehicles and all that, you know, all blah blah. And then one day he just kind of just like when nobody's paying attention, he kind of just snatches the kid and drives off, you know. But like I mean I don't know why that's funny. Yo, you be laughing at the weirdest shit. Yo, note to self: don't bring my kid around this dude. Anyway, but don't bring my girl around him. Don't bring my kid around him. Just don't bring nobody around him, man.
So I'm a racist for the kid section because I think that's funny.
Hey, you said it. Dang, man, you actually had to say anything that's funny. Anyway, but like, yeah, bro, if you find the humor in that kind of shit, yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Dog, that's funny, bro. I don't know
what
you from, bro. Bro, how you getting snatched, bro? How if you older than about, people be killing me. 17-year-old kidnapped, 16-year-old kidnapped. What? You pretty much full grown. What you doing getting kidnapped?
I'm talking about kids, my dude, like 5, 6, 7, that kind of shit. But yeah, you can, bro, you can kidnap anybody. What do you ain't see that? Hold on a second. You ain't see these protests? You ain't see these protests?
No.
All right. Well, during the protests, the federal government is just walking up and kidnapping protesters, straight up.
That ain't no.
Straight up.
They willingly went with them strangers. That's what it is.
Okay. No, they like straight up snatching them. Like look, bro. The thing that's what I'm saying. One thing you gotta realize is this:
a full-grown adult. How's that possible?
You just dragged them out. You just dragged them into your car. Like what are you talking about, bro? This dude is wild, my dude. Okay, you wild, my dude. So all right, hold on a second. What so how do you? That's what I'm saying. Yo, first off, I'm gonna say it this way. You African American. Right? Okay.
Something like that.
You got. Oh, I don't know. I thought you would. But anyway, the African American population is the most kidnapped population on the planet. Like in terms of the police just rolling up and just taking them into the prison system. Okay. Like that's facts, my dude. Like that's easy. The police, the way how the police do it, that's how anybody could do it.
But we
anybody.
Slave population. We're a slave population. And we have
Yvette.
We have the cultural. No, we have the culture. It's very easy for African American to be subject to that type of behavior because we have a cultural habit of that.
Oh, getting kidnapped? Man, be quiet. Man. You random, my dude.
What you mean?
We have a cultural habit of getting kidnapped.
Yeah, what you talking about? How you think we got here?
Yeah, okay, that's not no cultural habit, my dude. That's just a
what you
terrible
talking
incident.
About?
But yeah. Look, you could look. The point is that somebody gains your trust, and then they watch your kid. Like this happens all the time. I don't even know why how you acting like this don't happen all the time. If somebody gains your trust, and then they watch your kid,
watch your kid. Who's watching your kid?
Bruh.
Wait, you telling me you leave your kids with anybody?
Not me, but a lot of people do. Like, you never heard of a babysitter?
Come on, bro.
You never heard of a babysitter?
Bro, if you a grown person and you leaving your kid with anybody and that kid get victimized,
you never heard of a professional babysitter?
Yes, those.
So you saying that you would not like you what you say?
That's the hustle. They get me, and niggas falling for it every day, B. How you full grown and you talking about I'm about to leave my kid? Well, so hold on, you about to do what? You about to do what?
Right. I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm also not gonna say that people don't do that. That's wild, my dude. You know damn well
I know people do that, and I'm saying.
So then what you talking about?
Ain't no way.
You just be whining, my dude. Yo, put on some dancehall, man.
Wait, you really believe? Hold on. So you believe that it's unjustified to leave your kid with a stranger?
Everybody, yes, man. People do that. I don't do it, but people do that.
You're a sick man.
I'm sick. I just said I don't do it. That's why
I took it back and was like, people are sick.
That's not sick though. That's normal, my dude. Like if you want to go out.
No, it's not.
If you want to go out.
What you doing going out? What type of behavior is that? You sick.
Oh
How
my
you
gosh.
Going out and you got a kid? What you doing going out? Here you go with a whole offspring, but you going out. Come on, bro. You sick.
So you gonna stay in for like 12 years?
Is that a long time?
Yeah, dude.
12 years.
Yeah. What if you single?
It's a long time.
Yeah, dude. 12 years is a pretty long time. What the fuck you talking about?
if you single and you're not a widower or a widow, you did something wrong and you deserve to be. I don't say you deserve to be alone, but you need to sit down for a bit.
This dude, man, for 12 years. You need to sit down for 12 years.
Yes.
Okay, my dude.
Hold on. You believe so? If your kid gets snatched up, you give your kid to a stranger, and they get victimized.
I'm not giving my kid to a stranger.
That's your fault. I don't want to hear his mouth. I don't want to hear.
Oh my gosh! It even happens in school though, my dude. There was this dude. Matter of fact, there was this dude talking about his 4-year-old. His 4-year-old was sodomized in school.
I'm shooting up the school. We school shooters today.
Oh, he didn't do that, man. Shit.
Well, he doing wrong. He doing wrong by his son.
Bruh, you just all talk, man. That's what happens. Look,
bruh.
Bruh,
you telling me somebody victimized your kid and you not. Hold on.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying you all talk. Cause that's
so what's up? So I wouldn't do it. We on the same page.
Bruh.
How you tapping me? How am I a bad guy?
Because that's what I'm saying. Cause like I said, I've been in America for longer than you have. Okay, and y'all be talking.
But you're not. But
y'all
be talking from us though.
I don't need to be from you. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at y'all like shit. Y'all be talking. I ain't see none of y'all. I've already said it. Police would take your family members, and then you would ask the police officer, "When can I visit them?" Please, I don't want to hear none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of y'all.
Who has done more work on the front line than us right now?
More work for who? The white boy? Shit.
Who has done more work on the front line dealing with the beast? Dealing with the situation.
Dealing with him in what way, man? Yo, anyway, let me get off this podcast before I say something I get in trouble.
What you talking about? The fact that your family is even here.
That's some old. I think that's some old nonsense that y'all just made up, man. That's
made up.
Yeah, y'all might have.
Made up.
Yeah, cause I'm saying to myself, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know.
The legislation. They was taking Northern Europeans. They was sending people from Haiti. Sending people from the Caribbean islands back. They called it wet foot, dry foot policy. If they caught you in the ocean, dry foot, they caught you. The National Guard caught you in the water. You had to go.
What
back.
year was this?
If they let me bring it down. If you made it to the land, you were straight. They'll take you in and put you in the refugee camp and do all of that.
And what's this got to do with African Americans?
Hold on, but that was the policy. Come on, man, that was the policy. But Cubans, light-skinned Cubans was coming over, they was catching them in the water. Come on, you good. Then they was catching them all over the place. You good.
Okay.
The Haitians was like, yo, we getting caught. We gonna get killed if you send us back. They sent them back by the boatload. They was scared to get killed. Bro, black people have put in major work.
What year? What year? What year?
It's not even a year.
Exactly. It's not even a year.
So because I don't know the year off the top.
Because you talking about something that's recent or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what year you talking about.
I will send you the.
And how you know that? How you know that all these people working on behalf of them was an immigrant? Exactly.
Here we go.
Enough noise. Okay. Give me some more noise, my dude.
Do you know in recent history there was no immigrant blacks in this country? Do you understand that?
All y'all immigrants, crazy. Alright, what's recent history? What year?
In recent history.
What's your year? What year?
The last 100. Come on, bro. Within the last 100 years, it was a point where there were little to no.
Where?
It's never been zero.
What year?
But effectively, bro,
what
within the last
year?
Within the last 100 years.
Bro, but you talking? That's what I'm saying. You ain't saying shit, dude. You ain't saying shit. No disrespect.
The last 100 years. Do you understand that?
What does that mean, bruh? Bruh, in the last 100, you talking about during slavery, they wasn't imported, there wasn't no black immigrants coming to the country? Is that what you're saying?
Bro.
What are you saying? 40 years after slavery, there wasn't no black immigrants coming to a country that, what are you saying, bro? My dude?
Okay.
You making shit up, man. You making stuff. You're not even saying nothing.
You purposely. Okay,
you're not saying anything, my dude. Of course I'm missing the point. There ain't no point here. What 100 years?
With it, what do you mean?
Give me a year where you don't think there were black immigrants in America.
Give me a year. I didn't say.
Give me a year. Give me a year. Give me a year.
Bro, I didn't say that there were no black immigrants.
Exactly.
To the degree that of any significance. There has always been. That's why I said it was never been zero. There has always been a non-zero.
And what's this got to do with? What's this got to do with quote unquote black folk from here?
Because black Americans had to. Black Americans was black Americans, right? Negro Americans who had foundational black Americans, whatever Negro.
Yeah, okay, my dude, you just making shit up, man.
We have been putting in work to make sure your families could come over.
How you figure that? How you figure that?
What do you mean? How do you figure? One, I know these older black people who said that they've been putting in work, so it's my family lineage.
Yeah, but you saying that? Look, there were immigrants here that was putting in the work too. You don't think so? You don't think immigrants are putting in the work for more immigrants to come here?
But you know, okay. It was 5 immigrants.
Okay.
5 immigrants marched with Dr. King. Well,
what's Dr. King got to do with this dude? 5 immigrants marched with Dr. King. What does that even mean? Bruh, the leader of SNCC was Kwame Ture, a Trinidadian. Okay, the mother of Malcolm X was from some immigrant country. Marcus Garvey was from Jamaica. Okay, you go down the UNIA movement. Du Bois said was largely made of West Indians. In America.
What about
in America?
Du Bois?
In America, Du Bois wasn't doing nothing. Du Bois was a freaking race traitor.
Okay, what about
exactly. Don't say nothing.
Okay,
don't say nothing.
What you mean exactly?
You ain't saying nothing, my dude.
Y'all get over here real quick. Y'all get to talking real slick, real greasy.
Y'all.
And that's the nature of the beat.
I'm just listening. I'm just trying to listen to y'all because I'm saying to myself, look. Malcolm X said this. Malcolm X said this, which I thought was interesting because I was like, why did he say that? He said, if you put on, because this is the thing you gotta realize. He said if you put on African headgear, right, you would get more respect as a black person. And I was like, what? Like, why would he say that? That sounds like something that ADOS would say, but that kind of goes back to what happened in Asada Shakur's autobiography. She was saying that one time she wanted to go to an amusement park because they wouldn't allow no black folk in the amusement park, right? And she couldn't go to the amusement park because she's black, right? But then her mama found a way to get her into the music part. So she's there having fun, and she don't know how. She was confused as to how she got in the music part. You know what she did? She spoke Spanish. The mother spoke Spanish, and because she spoke Spanish, she was able to bypass the whole blockade against black folks.
She finessed, yes.
But see, the thing is this: that now here's where the thing that you're not getting though. That means that a lot of people were already under the impression that if you were not from America, you had civil rights. You see what I'm saying? It's the black folk here that didn't have civil rights. So if you there arguing, so now peep this then again. Now you have black immigrants fighting for civil rights here in America already. You know that. But just understand this. Understand this though, right? If you as an immigrant technically had the civil rights, then no, you ain't really fight for no immigrant rights, because they already had them. You didn't have the rights, crazy.
No. That's a nice argument. I've never heard anybody read anything together like that. It's good.
You you want me to play Malcolm X saying it? You want me to play Malcolm X saying it?
That's fine that he said it. That's fine. That's not the end all be all. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe that he said that.
Well, Rod, if the mother of Assange Shakur could go in and speak Spanish, and the thing is this too. Here's another thing you gotta realize: during the civil rights movement, listen to me. During the civil rights movement, right? What inspired and what really moved a lot of black folk was the fact that the United Nations was there, and the people from the African countries were coming in and chilling with the black folk, and not having to deal with segregation because they were diplomats. They were foreign diplomats, and they were afforded respect. Again, you're thinking, see, because you're saying, oh well, we fought for blah blah. No, my dude. The thing is, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest with you. Unfortunately, and it's kind of tragic, but unfortunately, a lot of the oppression of black folk. I mean, it is generally for all black folk, most definitely. But it was actually targeted. Like, it is actually targeted to American citizens. It is. So it's unfortunate, but it is.
So the nature of the beast, since you said that, the nature of the beast should be very clear, right? Many immigrants, and right, it's some hateration going on our part, right? We see y'all come over, y'all smoothing. And
stop yelling at me, man. Look, I'm black. Like, get out of here, man. But go on.
Yeah, but you're not from here, and that's no disrespect, but it's what it is. Like you trying to perpetrate by trying to erase it. Like no, I'm right. Just,
all right, bro. Whatever. Go on. What were you saying? Finish the statement. I mean, I was just because I'm thinking about a lot of things y'all said, and I'm like, well, wait a moment, you know. But like, finish what you're saying, because the thing is that, finish what you're saying. What about this nature of the beast thing you trying to pretend to make a point about? No disrespect.
All I'm saying is this. Y'all come over. Y'all, right? Y'all are it's a hateration on our part because we see y'all able to move through society in ways that we can't.
Exactly.
However, instead of using that to
you bullshitting,
help the people,
you bullshitting.
Y'all get on the high horse, get to talking real greasy.
Right.
Hey,
you saying some old shit. Look, my dude, you saying some.
You're like, hold on.
Hold on. Pause. My dude.
Why are you over here?
See, that's the trouble right here, my dude. Real talk.
Why are you over here?
Real talk, my dude. Real talk. Listen to me. I want to know your experience. Matter of fact, have you heard a Jamaican talking stuff about you?
No, bro.
No, I'm asking you. Have you heard a Jamaican say anything about you?
I know Jamaican.
I'm asking your experience, my dude. It's a yes or no question. Have you heard a Jamaican talking stuff about you?
I've heard Jamaicans talking like greasy.
About you? About your people?
Trinidadians.
Okay.
About my people.
All right. I don't know about that, but okay. I mean, because
I know about that.
I don't know. Like I said, because my thing is that real talk for me, because I grew up in a Jamaican household, obviously. But they was mostly talking about like other Caribbean islands. You know, they wasn't really talking about black folks. You know?
Perhaps you because you grew up in the day. Perhaps it's like, how does it go? You can't see the forest for the trees.
Well, I mean, the only thing I could say is that we originally was in Bed-Stuy, but then we didn't want to stay in Bed-Stuy. You know what I'm saying? Like. Well, that's about it though. You know?
I don't know. I don't understand the significance of that.
Oh, okay. Bed-Stuy is probably like, actually, I don't know, but I think like basically we went from Bed-Stuy to Flatbush. Okay, So as far as I understand, Flatbush is more of a Caribbean place, and Bed-Stuy is more like where you find those brownstones. You know, so like it's more like the hood kind of thing. So but Flatbush is more like Flatbush is kind of like it's not really the hood, but it's more like a Caribbean area. So, but it's more like you just, like the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of people, like even in America, like even people in Black America, do not really want to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So like I think that a lot of times what we confuse for like immigrant hatred is more like I don't actually want to deal with the hood. You know?
And that's a
come on, please.
You know, dang way to.
That's how it is. That's bruh. That's how it is. Look, I want to tell you this. This is something interesting too. That's why I don't even messing with thing. But Malcolm X was saying the same thing. He was like, even white folks. What the fuck is that? That me? Anyway, Malcolm X was saying that. Yeah, who's that? Oh yeah, okay. Malcolm X was saying that white folk was saying that they actually wouldn't mind. Like the thing is that white folk don't actually want to live with black folk who are just loud. And that's what Malcolm X was saying. He was like, just between, like he was talking to a real ass agent, but he was saying that a large part of not wanting to be around black folk is like how we just don't care for our community sometimes, and we just kind of like loud. I mean like, bruh, I'm telling you what Malcolm X said.
Right, and I understand that. Perhaps he was wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong right then, but I don't know the context that he was talking in. But
he was saying that's why the Nation of Islam was like cleaning people up, cleaning black folk up, giving them good manners, having them clean their neighborhoods. It was partly because like to make them more appealable, like more palatable to white folk. It's crazy, but like that's why I say I don't mess with these people. Bruh, it's out of his mother. Yo, hold on, let me see if I can play this motherfucking tape, man.
I don't know about that.
Alright, you know what I could do though? I could cut this broadcast. I'll cut this broadcast and then I'm gonna what's his face. And then we could actually play this Malcolm X thing. That way you're gonna say I'm doing the cooning stuff, but I guess I'm
no, I mean
hold on a second. I'm gonna cut the podcast off, right? So anyway, thanks so much family for joining me. And obviously you could come on to the next one, where I'm gonna be kicking it with PC and Machiavelli. But otherwise, thanks for showing up on a pro-black perspective, and obviously get my book. All right, Jamie Motep. All right, give me just 2 seconds. Although I